What is unfathomable is Jamie took a bullet and is dead. I don't know what I do next. My wife is home. We are broken. But I can tell you, don't tell me there's no such thing as gun violence.
My friends who came with me here tonight, elected officials, and they have no choice, but we will introduce common sense gun laws that make our streets safer.
We must hold other people's elected officials accountable. We must make sure that they hear us.
This is our home, and this is where we will not be intimidated by evil. We have amazing students, awesome administrators, and incredible teachers. Everyone at Stoneman Douglas carries a special place in my heart. I feel weak thinking about my beloved high school and this tragedy occurring.
This makes no sense. This is impossible. My girl, my 14-year-old baby. And for those of you who know my Jamie, she was the life of the party. She was the energy in the room. She made people laugh. And yes, sometimes she made us cry. But she was always known. She always made her presence felt.
I want to give all the praises and the honor to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Rakah Hakwadash, and double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. Shalom also to you, hopefully elect, laboring in sincerity and the truth. Okay, and I want to touch on a video. I don't even know if it can be a short video, but I'll try to make it quick as possible, just to make the points, to hit on the points. This is really proof that we are in Esau, and when we say Esau, the so-called white man, okay, and some of our people do look white, so let's get that correct. Again, I'm going to try to speed it up, okay, but we'll say the so-called Caucasian race, okay. Now, some may say we're cool and we're not all bad, but at the end of the day, you all have to pay for what you've done, okay. Thus saith the Lord, 2 Corinthians 5 and 10. For we must all appear before the judgment seat of Yahushua, that everyone may receive the things done in his body, okay, according to that he have done, whether it be good or bad. So even if you feel you haven't done anything wrong, the Lord, okay, is getting you for something you've done. And Esau, the so-called white man, it is no excuse. Okay, because he was born to be that way. But we see in the video I'm getting into, because we can see that when it comes to the so-called white man, there's always an excuse when his children do wrong and commit heinous acts, major atrocities and killing and pillaging. They've always made an excuse for it. There's something wrong with his childhood. He has mental illness, or he has some other issues going on. He had a broken home, a broken family. You know, these devils use all kinds of excuses when a so-called white man create these terrorist acts. Now, we do understand that a lot of this stuff is false flagged and premeditated, set up by the government, but they are using frontmen. Okay, and some of these people, I believe, I mean, personally, I believe, are getting murdered. Okay, MK Ultra and mind control. There's a lot that's going on with this government. Okay, and this is why we say the so-called white man, because all you other so-called white people that claim that it wasn't you, you had a chance to stand up against the system and say no, it's not right. But what did you do? You let these young so-called black children, these so-called true biblical Israelites, get raised up in these ghettos and these messed up schools. But then when you get shot, you got candlelight visuals going for miles. We get shot, you got niggas standing on a rat-infested corner waiting for the next nigga to take this place in line. And you niggas, that's why you're getting destroyed, okay? Which we are under the curses, okay? This is Obadiah 1:15, okay? It says, for the day of the Lord is upon all the heathens. The day of the Lord is near upon all the heathen. As thou hast done, it shall be done unto thee. Thy reward shall return upon thine own head. Okay? So, when you see the so-called Negroes shooting and killing you, Edomites, when that's going to start happening soon, I'm pretty sure, on a large scale level, then you're going to want justice. Okay? You're going to want justice. You're going to want to say, and I wanted to read the clips, but I don't think it's going to be enough time because I like to keep the video short. Okay, but when I read this clip here going into this guy Nicholas Cruz, the Florida shooting suspect, it goes on to show. It says showed every red flag. Now, if you know when the so-called black man does this, or native, or Puerto Rican or whatever, it doesn't say anything about a red flag because basically we all born with red flags. Okay, we already born with the mentality to crack. Okay, we already born in the mentality to survive. So really, these devils, you have no excuse. Okay, but they're making excuses. They're saying he has red flags. He had a broken home. He had mental illness. And then Donald Trump is on there. I can't read all of it. Donald Trump is on there talking about gun laws and we need to reform gun laws. And these devils don't understand that they're really doing this to take their guns away. Like they did Nazi Germany. I mean, the same thing is happening. You devils are going to get your guns taken away. When they force this new world order in, you're going to have nothing to fight back with. Okay? That's just the way it is, man. Okay, I'll read a little bit. Almost immediately after Mr. Cruz was turned up and the majority Stoneman Douglas High School in Parkland, Florida, Wednesday, and the authorities said he killed 17 people with a semi-automatic rifle. The disconnected shards of the difficult life began to come together. You see that? They're telling you that they're making excuses of now they're kind of getting the understanding of why he cracked and he's doing the things he's doing, when the so-called black man in the society today and Native Americans, and I'll say mainly the so-called black man, are walking around red flags, are walking around mentally ill, man, are sick in their mind. You can see it by the way they drive, the way they behave, the weed that they're smoking and lacing. The CIA is lacing that shit. You can clearly see the sickness of our people. But you know what? The Lord gave them up to vile affection. We understand that. But there's no excuses made when a black man gets caught, so-called black man gets caught with a key of cocaine. He's doing a life sentence because they're claiming this drug has poisoned and killed the youth in the community. When they understand that this is killing the youth in the community, and they wait until he done killed 20, 30 people and they want to lock him up. That's called killing 2 or 3 or 20 birds with one stone. You think they give a shit about you, man? You so-called black men, you Native Americans, you are Israelites, man, and you better wake up and understand who your enemy is, okay? These are your enemies. They're designed to set you up to fail. They're setting you up to fail from when you come out the womb, man. When you go into kindergarten and they realize they give you all these placement tests to find out where you're going to be, that's pretty much where you're going to be in life, man. They want the smart. They want the good from the bad, okay? Let's go to Deuteronomy 30:7. I just got a few scriptures. It says, "And the Lord thy God, Yahweh, will put all these curses upon thine enemies and on them that hate thee, which persecuted thee." So, so-called white man, you're getting all the curses, the shooting and the killings that we're doing. Now, we've been killing each other for decades, okay? A century even, or more. We've been killing each other. Hey, going back in the ancient times, man. This is what we done, man. Fight and kill each other. Okay? But not on the level like we do when we carried here in the cargo slave ships, man. Where we're killing each other on a high scale level. At least back in the ancient times, we knew who our goddamn enemies were, man. So we could band together to try to fight our goddamn enemies. Okay? But in this world, this way today, you devils have took our heritage. And none of you rest of you so-called white people have stepped up and say, hey, these people heritage has been taken. These people are the first, the last hired and the first fired. These people are filling up the drug rehab houses, the prison system. These people are the worst abomination on the earth at this point. But none of you so-called white people stepped up to say, hey, help these so-called black people, help these Native Americans. You never stepped up to do that. And this is why you're getting what you're getting now, man. Okay? This is Romans 1:18. "For the wrath of Yahweh is revealed from the heaven against all ungodliness and unrighteousness of men, who hold the truth in unrighteousness." Now this is even going for Israelites and Esau, man. You got people, our people, who know the truth and withhold it, man. Okay? Like not telling us the true name of Yahushua, man. Still telling us to call on Christ. Still telling us to call on that fake Jesus, man. Okay? That's unrighteousness, man. Okay? So, you know, we could clearly see how messed up this system is. And you so-called blacks and natives, you were born here for slavery. This is all you get. It's not going to get any better. Sure, they hire a couple Uncle Toms to keep you niggas in check. They're not that stupid where they're going to just oppress every so-called black person. They do that in slavery. They knew to have black slave owners. Okay? They knew to have white people oppressed as well. Some Edomites. They knew to do certain things. But the majority of the whole design was to destroy you, man. Okay? And they use our people still to do it. Aren't they doing that? Don't they have a crack seller on every corner? They're using us to destroy each other. Okay? So trying to wake up 2/3 and try to get the family, the black family. You know, this is another thing, man. You know, you got the so-called black community. I've heard on the radio talking about Black Lives Matter. They're talking about get on your dashiki and get the black family together and for black people. But on the flip side, they're saying you're supposed to love the white man. The flip side, they're saying you can marry the white man. See, you black woman will destroy our heritage, not the white woman. Okay? You black women are doing it, not us as black men. Because our seed still comes forth for whatever we produce. Although we're not supposed to marry and love these white women and heathens either. But you black women, you're the first to say you're for your culture, but you're the first to side with these devils, man. And we can see that. You're the first to side with them. You're the first to say, love them, hold hands with them, is cool with them, okay? And it's not, okay? You can't love an Edomite, okay? Now I did also looked at this clip with this guy named Corey Ali Muhammad, and I'm not going to read the whole thing, but there's nothing on here about his past and showing him killing the so-called this white couple and these other people. But unlike Dylan Ruth and Timothy McVeigh and the rest of them, it's not saying about him having a troubled past. And this is a so-called black man. They're just saying he changed his name, but they're not going into him having some troubled past. He had he grew up broke. Okay, he had issues. He had mental illness. They're not saying that. So when you so-called niggas get plastered up on here, man, You're looked at as some goddamn fucking animal. But the so-called white man, when he destroys and when he kills and he do things, it's impossible that that can happen. Okay? Yeah, how did that happen? Psalm 7:16. His mischief shall return upon his own head, and his violent dealings shall come down upon his own pate. Which the pate is really talking about the crown of his head, but not his actual head, but his power structure. Okay? His whole power structure is going to be destroyed, man. Okay? And that's what's getting ready to happen to Esau. What you see now is the downfall of America, man. Just to put it in a nutshell. Alright? Let me see if I got any more scriptures. I think that's it. I was just trying to make this quick and just get to the point that Esau will make an excuse. And that's all he does. It's all about excuses with him, man. As long as the so-called white man creates these atrocities and these acts, he'll go in court. He will get time, but the parents will cry for him. The family will cry. It's unbelievable. That's why they line up. They have these big candle visuals going out for miles. But when the so-called Jake kill each other on alarming rates, you don't see those kind of visuals. You got people from all over coming together to support a daughter getting shot or someone getting shot, but you so-called white people have slaughtered, massacred, and destroyed millions of babies and children. You have set up the Parent Parenthood to destroy innocent children, innocent fetuses that haven't even been born yet. And you put the so-called black woman in a predicament that was set up so she can further destroy our people, man. So you so-called white people have a lot to pay for. You Caucasians, you so-called Hamites that help support it, you goddamn Jewish people, you fake Jews, you're going to pay. You Arabs, you niggas who want to be Muslims that don't even own a pizza spot or a gas station, you're going to pay too. Okay? I'm talking about you Arabs that own all the pizza spots and the gas stations, but niggas want to be a part of them that don't own none of that. You're going to get destroyed right along with them, man. Okay? That's all I have on that. Shalom.